Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make spring rolls. It doesn't take a bunch of ingredients and it's fairly easy to make, so if you want to see how to make them, just keep on watching. As far as ingredients, you're going to need some soy sauce, some chili or pepper flakes if you want it a little bit spicy, some regular black pepper, and some salt. As far as what I'm going to use for the inside of my spring rolls, I'm decided to use some romaine lettuce, a little bit of cilantro, some cucumbers, some serrano peppers, and I'm also going to mix in some garlic within my shrimp. For my rice paper, I'm going to use the Three Ladies brand. This is just the one that I've grown accustomed to using thanks to Kim Tai. I haven't used any other rice paper, but you're free to use any rice paper you like. Then I'm just going to use some regular shrimp. Obviously this one's already peeled and deveined, but you're welcome to use any type of shrimp or any type of meat that you like. I also wanted to show you guys this little garlic slicer that I found at Marshall's that makes it super easy for cutting garlic. You just open it right up. It has a little thing at the bottom that catches the garlic, obviously once you put it in. So you just put it in, I've cut it into smaller pieces to make them a little bit smaller, but you really don't have to. And then you just put them in there. Then you close it. It's a little tough. And then voila, you have perfectly sliced garlic. It makes it super easy, and then it kind of saves you the trouble of having to, finally chop it yourself. And now to make the shrimp, you want to put a little bit of oil on your pot just to coat it so it doesn't stick. Once the oil is warm, I'm going to put in my garlic. So after we've kind of grilled the garlic for a little bit, then we want to throw in our shrimp. And then at this point, we're going to put in some black pepper. I actually don't know the measurement. I just kind of wing it, to be completely honest with you. And then I also throw in a little bit of the chili flakes. Again, if you're a person that doesn't really like spice, you don't have to do this. This is absolutely optional. But yes, I do like a little bit spicy, so I am going to add some. And then I also add a little bit of soy sauce just because I really, really like the flavor. And I am quite salty. Because then on top of that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I know I probably shouldn't, but I love it. And then here at this point, you kind of see that the sauce kind of thickened with the soy sauce and the garlic and everything. And you just kind of want to let it soak all the flavors. And then this is how it should probably look like. Less of the juice, everything's kind of a little bit more coated. As far as the dish I'm using, I'm just going to use this round one because my rice papers are circular. I don't have one of those professional ones. I just have this one that my mom had. And as far as the water, you want to make sure the water is not too hot but not too cold, kind of right in the middle. That's just my own preference, and that's how I learned how to make them. So then here, it's fairly easy. All you're gonna do is get your rice paper. Mine kind of cracked, but it's totally fine. You just wanna soak it in all the way around. Like I said, it ripped, but that's totally fine because it's gonna get a little sticky. So it shouldn't be a problem. And you wanna get rid of some of the water so it's not completely soaked. And you kind of just wanna let it sit for a few seconds until it gets a little bit soft. At this point, we're going to start assembling. First, I like to use the lettuce. You can use as much as you really want to. I often use one leaf, but you can use multiples, and I kind of crack them a little bit. Then I like to grab my cucumber again. You can make them, the cucumbers longer or shorter. It's really up to you. I just like to cut them a little bit smaller. Again, you can add as much cucumber as you possibly want. Then I like to grab my shrimp. I often just like to put 4, just depending on the size of the shrimp. Again, optional and what kind of protein you want to use. And then at this point, I almost forgot to add the serranos. But again, option. If you don't like it spicy, don't include them. They actually were pretty spicy, so I would say be careful if you're not the spicy type. And I always add a little bit salt. I know, guys, I'm salty, but I always add a little bit of salt before I roll. And then at this point, you want to grab the rice paper and pull it forward like you're going to start making a burrito. And you want to roll, make it a little bit tight. And then as you keep rolling, then you want to add the sides and pull them in. Don't be scared. If they do rip, that's completely fine. I mean, it's pretty sticky, so eventually you'll be able to salvage it. So don't freak out. I know at first I was really nervous in how much I could pull it, but it's actually not that hard. And then you just want to roll, roll, roll. And then that way at the end, you get this, which is, you can see the 4 shrimp at the very top. So it looks very, very nice. So I'm going to show you again one more time. So again, we want to soak in the rice paper, circular way around. Like I said, this is not probably the right dish to soak it in, but it's just the one that I had. So just use what you got. It doesn't have to be fancy as long as it gets soaked. It'll be completely fine. So now for the rolling, again, you want to pull forward like you're making a burrito all the way through. Just turning it slowly, and then start grabbing the sides, pulling them in. Doesn't have to be perfect, remember. It's still gonna taste bomb. Again, roll, roll, roll. And then voila! So this is what they look like. I did add a little bit of the chili oil that I had in my house, but this is optional. You can use it with soy sauce or some sriracha. Alright guys, so once I bit into it, I completely forgot to add the cilantro, so I actually ended up having the cilantro on the side, which is completely fine. It was amazing, definitely recommend. But yeah, super easy. Just dip it into your sauce and boom, you're good to go. So I hope you guys really liked this video. It was super easy to make. It was actually bomb, 10 out of 10, completely recommend. I was just messing around at the very end. So again guys, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below. And my name is Daisy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.